Episode 13 of Welcome to Samdal-ri pretty much started the same way episode 12 ended. So Samdal found out that, Young Pill kept the note that she wrote expressing her feelings a long time ago. So the whole defining moment of when they started dating. And we also, he finds out that it was his father who was truly the cause of their breakup. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. I think it's unfair for Young Pill's father to be saying those things to Samdal. Like, you want to take away my son? Like, you want my son to lose his father? Like, it's literally not her fault what happened. And Young Pill's dad just never dealt with the whole situation. It's been, 8 years? So you haven't dealt with your situation. Young Pill is not the one with the problem in this situation. But you want to make everybody believe that it's her fault. You're like, why did you come? Because she's dealing with her own stuff. And why can't she come back to her hometown? And again, why didn't the father move? You stayed right next to them for 8 years and you didn't move. You didn't go elsewhere. And then you're telling her, why did she come back? It's her hometown. She can do whatever she wants. I think it's a good thing that Samdal's mom is coming around to the two of them dating, Samdal and Young Pill, because, after realizing everything that Samdal has been through, especially in Seoul, especially with her assistant and the assistant's mother, so she vowed to work on herself first, and then, then not being afraid of getting, quote, revenge, I guess you could say, or on the people who are hurting Samdal. So I think it's a good thing that she is, starting to be there for her daughter. Now let's switch to her other daughter, Jindal. So I'm so serious. The scenes with Jindal's husband are the funniest out of this whole show. Like they make up this whole show. And it's so funny. Like the fact that she switched up all the votes to say yes to to say yes to the amusement park being built on her town, was hilarious. And then the way he caught the shoe when her mom was trying to punish her, oh my gosh. And he took the beating for her. That's so funny. And you could tell she still likes him because she was defending him to her sister a second ago. So I think maybe they're gonna reconcile and get back together by the end of the series. I would actually love to see the two of them together again because they make a good couple. It's just his family that's the problem. This may be an unpopular opinion, but let's switch to Sungdo for a moment. I feel like he should have, I guess the way they presented him telling her about his situation, he kind of indirectly told her he's been having a crush on someone for a long time. But I feel like you should have taken that to your grave, because I don't understand the fight between him and Young Pill over Samdal, because they've been in that relationship for that time period. They broke up for 8 years. You've even heard them say they still love each other. You've seen them kiss, and you've heard that the reason they broke up was because of the father. And I think he needs to take that time to heal and then go focus on someone else. And Samdal even told him, like, you should give up, because if you know it's not gonna happen, why are you still hung up on the possibility that it could? And I wanted someone to hear the conversation that, Samdal's dad, not Samdal, Young Pill's dad was saying to Samdal. And I wanted it to be anybody else. But, it was Sangdo who heard it all go down. But I don't know. He needs to move on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I really don't like when they ask for advice in this manner. Like, this also happened in Crazy Love, and it happened with Sangdo and Samdal, where he's like, I've had this crush on someone for a long time and I don't know what to do. Should I tell her? Should I not tell her? Duh. And you're talking about her when you could have easily just said, hey, I've had a crush on you for this long time, because she's going to give you advice not thinking that it's about her, and it's only going to hurt you, because if you're telling her, I've had this crush on someone for a long time, she's going to be like, oh, you should tell her. Yeah. But if you had said, oh, I've had this crush on you for a long time, and she would be like, whoa, slow down. You know that me and Young Pill got this situation going. Like, I don't think you should tell me that. So it's almost like, I don't like when they do that, because it's a false response. Because if she was really in the person's shoes, she would not want to hear it. You know what I mean? So pretty much the end of episode 13, and I would say I just started watching episode 14 now, but I'm guessing all of it is going to be based around everyone grieving. But I think Young Pill's dad is getting, kind of like the idea that it's not only him that is mourning, because like Young Pill told him, Mija was also his mom, was a daughter, she was a mom, she was a daughter, she was a wife, she was a friend. So there's a lot of people who are grieving or should have grieved for her, but the father, his grievance, I guess that's the word, took over everyone else's, because this whole time, really, he should have been asking Young Pill, how is he dealing with the death of his mom, But he hasn't done that. And checking in on Mija's parents, because the mom and the father, mostly the mom, the father is there for support, but the mom, she just sits on the thing and just looks at the water all day, So it realistically, none of them have dealt with, you know, have properly grieved this woman. And when you talk about Miss Ko, Samdal's mom, she deals with it in private because of how young Pill's father treats her. So it's like no one has actually dealt with anything. And it's just a bunch of resentment the whole time. And I'm like, and I'm still on this. Like, why none of you moved or at least tried to fix the situation? I don't know. It's just And let's kind of revisit what happened to Young Pill's mom, because so Miss Ko, which is Samdal's mom, wanted to go catch more, wanted to dive more, to catch stuff. And, the weather was bad. So she went into the water and Young Pill's mom followed her into it. It wasn't like, I mean, I'm not taking for her in any way, but she told the girl not to come with her, but she did anyway because she's her friend. And then the water just was too bad, and it ended up killing young Pill's mom instead. So this whole time too, like, she's been feeling, Samdal's mom has been dealing with the guilt of everything that happened that day, So in a way, she's grieving and she's dealing with guilt of what happened. The way her two assistants came to her hometown and ruined, well, I wouldn't say ruined, but like kind of like cock blocked their date is hilarious to me. And I mean, in a way, they're kind of seeing her in a different light. Like, they were telling her she seems more comfortable now, and she seems more relaxed than before, than when she's in Seoul. So I think it's good for her to hear that. It's good for Samdal to hear that and actually see the difference of when she was over there and when she's here. On a cuter note, I like how Haeyo, protects her mom, is trying to protect her mom and whatnot. And then she's trying to, like, casually set her up with the other guy. And one example is by giving her the necklace, by taking Jindal's necklace and giving it to her. And if you look at it, it's the tail of a dolphin. So, and then which the guy did like and was like, oh, that's a pretty necklace. So I like how she's, since it's the two of them, they're kind of taking care of each other. And their relationship is nice too. So towards the end of episode 14, we see that, the father gives Samdal and Young Pill his, approval, permission to date one another. So the way it happened, he left to go, I think it was to the temple to light some stuff for the mom. And then Samdal went to him, and he thought that, she was coming to ask for his, to beg for his approval, but she was like, no, she came to whine because growing up, he used to love her, and wanted her to be his daughter. And then when the accident happened, he didn't want anything to do with her and wanted them to stop dating. So she was like, it really hurt my feelings that you did that. So I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to hold on to his hand and wait for you. And then he was like, so you really can't live without him? And she was like, I love him and I will love him till the day I die, which was the same exact thing that, he said to Mija when he was courting her. So, he kind of saw the comparison between his love for Mija and then her love for Young Pill. So, I think that was the turning stone to be like, okay, I can approve both of them being together. And I think, this episode, kind of seeing him go through what he went through, trying to heal, because he never took the time for himself to heal. And then we saw, he actually ate the food that Young Pill's father actually ate the food that Samdal's mom made him, because she made all his favorite foods and he actually took the time to eat it. And then there was even that moment when, I guess his name is Sungtae, Young Pill's dad, his name is Sungtae. He went to Mija's mom's house, to check on her because of what happened previously. And she told him, hey, don't resent Mija so much. And he thought she was talking about his wife, but I'm pretty sure she was talking about Miss Ko. Because if you remember, they both have the same name. Young Pill's mom and Samdal's mom both have the same first name. So I think she was talking about Miss Ko in that moment, because she looked back at the food. So she already knew who made the food for her. So even though she's going through dementia, but there are those moments when reality, kind of kicks in for her. So all that interaction is really interesting to see. And also, towards the end of episode 14, the epilogue, they show you her assistant who keeps stealing her work and who keeps causing trouble for her. She's calling the reporter, I'm guessing to try to start trouble again for Samdal, because she saw on the TV that Samdal was chosen, to present her pictures. And I'm like, when are you gonna get your revenge? Because this is annoying. Like, you just went, like, she wasn't even like a villain, like this story, like, she wasn't a villain. She's just annoying. Like, what do you want? Like, why do you hate her so much? Type of thing. Because if you look at the type of story that this was more of a healing story. So, going back home and all the secrets, all the healing that needed to be done. So, like, her story, her being put into Welcome to Samdal-ri is kind of pointless. she should have gotten revenge against this girl from the beginning, because this is the end of episode 14. We should be in happy moments now, because the main thing that she was trying to get here was the father's approval, because that was the whole reason they broke up 8 years ago. So for this girl to still be here trying to cause trouble is ridiculous. So there's two more episodes left of the series, episode 15 and 16. So now we're just going to have to see how everything plays out, because there's still the presentation that she has to do for her for the photo competition. There's still Jindal and her ex-husband that we need to figure out what's going to happen to them. She has to deal with the ex-assistant that's gonna, cause more trouble. So we shall see how they are going to end the series. So join me next time as I review episodes 15 and 16. And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.